Hey team, Body Kissinger here. We are going to do a real quick stretch for back, hip, outside hamstring, IT band. You can get all the way up to the base of the neck to take care of the biking neck and back as well. I love this stretch. This is one of my favorite go-to stretches, but there are some considerations to be had. So first off, you know, usually in a yoga practice we start off here and this is where we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring this left heel across the body. What we're doing is we're keeping the hips forward. We're bringing the leg across to get a little more stretch here. And then if you can, bring your leg here so the right crosses over. And the idea is that the knees stack on top of each other. So you can use your arm to kind of scooch it over there. Guys, I know that this might be hard and it might be like this. Sorry. But so if it looks kind of like that, that's okay. Ladies, you might have more of a chance of getting your foot over there's not so much to get in the way. Okay, so this might be a stretch in and of itself. You're probably going to feel the stretch along here. Notice that my foot is active. It's lifting up. Your foot's probably going to look like this, and that's probably why you haven't gotten much stretch. So the foot is active, and remember the four corners we've been talking about. I'm pushing my foot out. So this might be a lot of stretch, okay? Your handy-dandy strap or towel or neck tie, whatever. So here, okay? And the more your foot is active, the more stretch you're going to get. If your knee is upset, put your hand underneath here to keep it slightly bent more. You can roll up a towel and stick something underneath here. Don't put up with a lot of ligament pain back here. That is not a good thing to do, okay? So what you do is, remember we talked about bringing your ribs down onto your thighs. So if you're right here and you're getting plenty of stretch, that's great, okay? Or you can come forward and you should start feeling some pretty decent stretch all the way up to the hip. If you can reach your foot, grab with the right hand on the opposite side and you'll start to bring it up into the back. Okay? Keeping the foot active. What we want to do is we want to stay here. We want to get past the muscle tightness. We want to get into the fascial tightness. Fascial tightness can really hinder us, especially with our repetitive nature of what we do. Okay, so you're coming down here. The full stretch, and it might take your breath away, is to tuck your chin and come down here and rest your forehead on your knee. If you can find a place that you can breathe 5 or 6 times through it, it'll feel wonderful when you're done, I promise. But don't go too far through because it'll feel like a lot of nerve pain. So coming down here. And really just focus on the breath, extending that. So let's try the other side real quick. And we kind of shake things out in the middle. And then the right leg heel comes in front of the left hip. We stretch around. Okay, grab your strap. Foot's engaged, 4 corners, not sloppy foot, not a ballerina foot. Okay, get your foot working like that. Bringing your heart forward. Okay, staying here if you need to. Remember, 45 seconds to a minute is good. And then head down if you can, or right here. This is one of my favorite all-time stretches because I can get my shoulder stretch from my swimming arm. I can get all IT and bike issues coming through here, running stuff, my hip, and then I can get all the way up to my back. The longer you can stay here, if you can possibly stay there for, say, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes. It takes a little bit of practice, but this is probably a go-to stretch. You might not have to do a lot more stretching with a stretch like that. So there you go. Good job.